On every front, showcasing our citizen soldiers as they answer our nation's call to duty, I'm Army National Guard Sergeant Michael Dan. The National Guard Counterdrug Program mitigates the drug threat to the United States by aggressively assisting federal, state, and local agencies across the 54 states and territories, attacking the supply, demand, and threats created by drugs. I sat down with Army Lieutenant Colonel Todd Petnitsky, the Chief of Current Operations for the National Guard Bureau Counterdrug Program, to find out more.
The Counterdrug Program is a unique organization comprised of soldiers and airmen that have unique skill sets and bring assets to support law enforcement agencies and combatant commands in the fight against drugs and illicit drug trafficking.
Why utilize National Guard assets to aid local law enforcement?
Two primary reasons. First one is the unique skill sets that we bring to the table that local law enforcements, many state local law enforcements don't possess. So it presents a unique opportunity for us to support them. Second reason is we're there full time. We're 24/7. We conduct our program, so it's an almost real-time reaction to a law enforcement agency's support request.
How long has the National Guard been supporting counter-drug operations, and how did it come about?
It goes back to the late 1970s. Originally started in the state of Hawaii when they asked for some state active duty support in their marijuana eradication. Fast forwarding to the 80s, more states saw the mutual benefit between LEAs and the counter-drug program as being mutually beneficial to the war on drugs. So by the mid-90s, we had programs in all 54 states, territories in the District of Columbia.
What special skill sets or unique set of skills does the National Guard have to support federal and state agencies in the war on drugs?
Each state being unique, they each have their unique threats. So along with those lines comes unique skill sets that support that individual state. Some of those skill sets include operational and case analyst support. You'll find most of these in the HIDAs, or the high intensity drug trafficking areas. Have analysts in every state. We also have what we now call counter-threat finance analysts, which track the illicit finance networks. In addition, we have the air and ground reconnaissance personnel, day and night support to law enforcement agencies at all levels. We also have the ground-based radars as part of our Title X Federal Operations Program, as well as detection system specialists, basically radar console monitors that provide the detection and monitoring capability to Department of Homeland Security to secure our borders.
The Guard's also involved in civil operations and providing assistance to anti-drug coalitions. Can you explain that?
Sure. The civil operations personnel really enhance our footprint in our local communities. They bring a multitude of unique skills and strategies to aid coalitions in developing their own strategies, identifying weaknesses and strengths to better assess and address the substance use and abuse in our local communities.
I guess you can say that the National Guard is a force multiplier when it comes to counter-drug operations.
Oh, without a doubt. In addition to the support that we already provide to the Air and Marine Operations Center out in Riverside, California, and the Joint Interagency Task Force down in Key West, we've recently been approached by Department of Homeland Security to fill these capability gaps that they see in key geographic areas across the United States.
And one last question. Why is the National Guard Counterdrug Program so important to our national security?
The unique skill sets and assets that we bring to the counter-drug fight uniquely solidifies National Guard Counterdrug as a critical component in the whole of government concept of fighting transnational crime organizations and securing our nation's borders.
The National Guard Counterdrug Program continues to drive on and provide critical support to law enforcement agencies and combatant commands with full spectrum capabilities that are always ready, reliable, and accessible. From the National Guard Bureau, thanks for watching On Every Front.